Okay, guys, we're back after some slight confusion, technical difficulty. I'm going to turn the light here. So this Q&A is off and running now. I'm glad it wasn't just me that was a little confused by the way they were going to do this. So let's see. See if we could get it back up and running and get you guys in here to check out the stream. Danielle is here.
Hello. Sorry, I'm like grabbing my phone so I can look at Twitter.
Okay, yeah, we're monitoring the Twitter page. Everything seems to be functioning properly now.
Yeah, I think they finally got a hold of how to use Twitter. Finally,
as did we, I guess.
I guess so.
We all learned today. Let's see. Just want to make sure everybody's able to see the stream. It says we're live, so we should start seeing people pop up, pop in, pop out.
Okay. Do you want to hear the breaking tweet they just posted?
Do I want
really, to? We already know what it says. Like, we already know it. But Twin Peaks is like, breaking news. David Lynch tells the audience, it's not a tea kettle. It's a machine he sculpted. If you want to see it as that, I'm fine. It's like, we already knew that that's what he thought.
But really wanted to clear that up.
But they're just like, breaking. We're like, he's already told us this.
He really needed to clear that out. That's funny.
He just really does not want it to be a tea kettle. But I like that he says if you see it as a tea kettle, that's fine. He's always good about that. He's always like, what you see is how it is for you.
It's basically like you'll never get me, but
yeah,
if you
I don't even get me.
Yeah, if you see it, good for you. Good for you, honey. Let's see. Just posted a link. I hope people could find this because there's been a lot of confusion today on a couple parts. And I'm going to bring up the Twin Peaks Twitter page here so everybody can see it as they update. It says there's people here, so hopefully people figure out where we are and they could come and chime in agreement or confusion. I think we are running. A lot of technical difficulties today. A lot of technical difficulties. I can't even speak. A lot of speaking difficulties as well.
Just difficulties all around.
A lot of difficulties. Many difficulties. For some reason, there are many different links going around, and I will delete them so people know which one to follow. And if you are watching, please let me know that the thing is functioning. Let us know if the thing is functioning properly, so people can come in and share what they're thinking.
My whole feed is just Rudy Giuliani and Twin Peaks tweets. That's all it is right now.
Yeah, mine too. Oh, gosh. Gee whiz. All right, let's see.
Gee willikers.
Gee willikers. All right, now we're off. We're shaking. We're off and running. Let's share this page. Let me know what you see. They updated. All right,
there we go. They just posted one 6 seconds ago.
We're gonna just take it. We're gonna take it from the top.
Yeah,
right now.
That's good. Let me go.
We've got people caught up. I know people could probably see this for themselves, but that's what this is all about. All right, so this is where we started, right? So first quote of the night is from Laura Dern, part 18. There's no more beautiful filmmaking to witness. There's no more beautiful filmmaking to witness. the color, the light, the imagery. What's amazing about witnessing David's work? It's just awe-inspiring. Hashtag Central. And then Kyle goes to David. We were hearing your voice. Now put your hand here. So it seems like a little bit out of context, but
yeah. But I mean, we can all kind of guess what scene they're talking about from just that little bit. And if you've watched the behind the scenes stuff.
Then here's David Lynch talking about Miguel Ferrer. Albert has since passed away. This is so sad. And in the world of Twin Peaks, Gordon Cole is pretty much devastated. So, this is, I guess, as canon as we could get for now.
Yeah. Just know that
Albert has died.
Gordon is so sad.
It's very sad.
Gordon, I worry about you.
Yeah. Very ominous.
No, Gordon. I said Gordon, not Albert. Whoops.
Albert, yeah.
Albert.
We got you.
I'm proud.
So here's this quote. On the return of so many characters in the new cast, David Lynch says, "We were so extremely lucky, 25 years after the original. So beautiful." Or should I do this in his voice?
Yes, please.
We were extremely lucky, 25 years after the original. So beautiful. It was like seeing family members that you love, all the new people that came, 235 actors, all of them solid gold. And then we have a new tweet. Breaking, David Lynch tells the audience, "It's not a tea kettle. It's a machine. He sculpted. If you want to see it as that, I'm fine." He doesn't say it's fine. He says, "I'm fine."
I'm fine. God, I love him.
And then David Lynch on bringing back Twin Peaks. "Mark invited me to lunch, and we talked, and I guess that talk was almost 25 years after Laura said, 'I'll see you again in 25 years.' One thing leads to another, and there it is, Twin Peaks." And let's see if we're missing any over here. All right, Kyle MacLachlan on returning to the role. You got it. Go ahead.
Okay. "The thing that excited me the most was going back to work with David Lynch. The idea of being able to return to a version of Twin Peaks with David and Mark, to me, was just as David says, solid gold. That's where I wanted to be." I wish I could do a Kyle. I wish I could do his voice. I can do an okay Gordon one, but I don't know how to do a Kyle MacLachlan voice. Do you?
Anna says, a Kyle voice? I don't know. Anna says hi. Danielle.
Hi,
Anna. I don't know how you would do a Kyle voice. It's very sort of like this. It's a little. It feels a little inquisitive, a little floaty.
Diane.
Very refined.
The idea to be able to. It is very refined.
It's very clean cut.
Yeah. There's no hubbub in there. It's just all
very
gold.
Smooth.
Solid gold.
Solid gold.
Coming out of his mouth.
Kyle MacLachlan speaks gold.
He speaks gold. Rivers of gold just coming up.
Anna says, "I love one thing leads to another as if something like season 3 just happens." Brandon says, "Thanks for doing this. No problem. I look like a disaster. I look like a crazy person." Oh, subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate you. New subscriber alert. See, I usually have the alert when I'm using my other thing, but since we're doing a Google Hangouts, it's a whole different method of streaming. But thank you. Now, basically, we're just patiently waiting until new tweets roll in. So this is totally like standby. This is a night of a little confusion. I kind of wanted to get back up on this. I wanted to I kind of wanted to get ahead of the game and sort of lead into this, but then it turned out that times were off. And they didn't really specify what time this thing was going to happen. Some people thought it was a live stream, including myself.
Yeah, me too.
And it just turns out they're just doing sort of showing the responses and the questions on Twitter. So me and Danielle are constantly refreshing the page to see when new ones come in, and I will try and do my best David Lynch impression when his come up. Gary says, we're back on. Yes, we are. We are back in business. Let's see.
Taking care of business.
Let's see. What else could we sort of fill the air with? This is not a produced show like some other times. This is just very running gun. So we're just hanging out, seeing what ambles out of the forest, any gems that might appear. And you never know. They could say something that shocks us all.
Yes, I'm ready to be shocked.
We're not saying anything is going to happen, but we're kind of hoping.
Yes, please.
So, me too. I'm sure everybody is. If you're in the chat, please let us know you're awake or alive. Anna's saying she's may fall asleep. It's already 3:30. No, probably 4, almost 5 o'clock, probably where she is.
Oh man!
So she's saying sad there's no stream. Me too.
I know. I'm so bummed. I wish that they were doing a panel and just recording it, like they did with the San Diego Comic-Con one.
That would have been great.
I would have loved that.
It would have been. Anna's saying it's 5 there. It would have been great because, you could just flip that camera. Like, you shoot the whole thing with an iPhone. Yeah. So
easy peasy.
Brandon said, I did rewatch recently The Return, and since Netflix omits the intro automatically at the start of a new episode, the experience was strangely seamless, which is kind of how I want to watch it. I want to watch it without sort of that
like intro. That's a whole 18-hour movie kind of deal.
One day.
Yes. One of these days, we should. I want to
watch all 18 hours in one.
I still haven't watched my Blu-rays yet because I've been kind of having some downtime, so I can kind of go and watch it again, like all together.
No, yeah, I'm letting it rest. But
yeah,
if anything happens to be said tonight that gets me back into watching it, or giving me a reason to rewatch it, I'm all for it.
I have a feeling next week you and I will be watching a few episodes.
Anna's saying, is there a chance they've recorded it to be released at another date? Possibly. I don't really have like an inside source, but it would be cool. I hope so. I would like to sort of see it. Okay, since the last Kyle MacLachlan tweet, there hasn't been anything. So this is sort of
that was 6 minutes ago.
This just pretend this is like your local news station, and we're kind of going live, bringing you breaking news. Although it's just tweets from the floor.
Joey and Danielle live, breaking tweets from the Twin Peaks floor. Here we go.
You have David Lynch on the phone. Danielle, great to talk to you.
Hey, David.
I would like to tell you doing David Lynch impression for an hour and reading 4 tweets. I really hope they tell us when it's over, when like
we're just ended, refreshing all night long,
so that we're not just here forever. Alexa's getting excited. All right. No, and I got you, man. I was just being coy because it is also late and it's been a very long day for me. But I'm excited. Anna's saying, imagine if they didn't tell us it was over and we're here for hours, just refreshing.
Just waiting.
We're that desperate for like anything.
I just want that new information so bad.
Anything new, just words, just simple words in tweet form. Ugh. Ugh. Come on, Showtime and David Lynch. Let's see. What are some people tweeting? I'm gonna look at the hashtag that they're using and see if there's anything interesting.
Oh, their red carpet looks cool. It's up against the black and white chevron print. Looks really cool.
If only I could figure out a way to get into these things, although I do not live in California. All right, so here's another quote from somebody that I'm guessing is in the audience. Everything is a feel. You follow the ideas tell us everything. You stay true to the ideas. I mean, sounds like, you know, us that have been following Lynch for a while, sounds like just Lynch sort of giving his like sort of run-of-the-mill quotes, you know, all about ideas. And it's saying, not that David Lynch fans are a stranger to patience. No, not at all.
Here, I have another good David Lynch quote that someone just posted from the audience. It said, "Cinema is sound and picture flowing together through time," which makes a lot of sense with his view on sound and picture is the same as a lot of the tropes in his movie with time.
Sound and picture flowing through time. He sees it as a time capsule for ideas and, you know, just time itself. Here's Kyle McLaughlin. I'm working with David Lynch. This is all from Kimberly Austin, Kimberly_Austin on Twitter. Here's what Kyle had to say. I stopped asking questions. I just go with a feeling. And then here's Laura Dern talking about David Lynch. You listen to the whisper of his dream, and you are in it. Everybody's feeling very poetic.
They are.
Very
Here's one funny. David Lynch. Ike the Spike is here tonight. It's so beautiful.
I'm glad he gets excited. He gets so excited about his characters, and he calls them by their.
I love that he's calling everything beautiful tonight. I love it.
It's beautiful. He's trying to be very pleasant. He wants to get that Emmy nom, so he's playing nice with the audience right now. Not that he's never not nice.
Yeah.
Anna says, "Oh, the sun is coming up. Isn't this exciting? Is it a beautiful sunset, Anna, or sunrise rather?" Laura Dern says, "You listen to the whisper of his dream, and you are in it." I read that one already. Let's see. You read the thing about the tea kettle?
Oh. Here's one about Annie.
Oh.
David Lynch saying, "That little bit of Annie in Fire Walk with Me just opened up so many dreams."
Interesting.
I want to know the context that he said that. I wish they were recording this. I want to know.
Interesting. I wonder if Cameron's watching or if he's seeing that. Retweet that if you can see it. Retweet that, and I'm going to retweet it because that is very interesting. Oh boy.
Here we go. This is the guy who just posted that. He said, "Lynch is telling us that Annie and Fire Walk with Me is part of what brought Lynch back to Twin Peaks to make the return. So that moment with Annie is what made him want to come back and make the return."
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Wait, I'm gonna have to retweet this. Some too.
All right, so we're getting some good stuff now. David Lynch on Kyle McLaughlin and Laura Dern from the Twin Peaks official account. There's a word called love. It's a real important word to define my feelings for these people. They're solid gold, again, on Kyle. We just click like we've known each other for millions of year. Laura's just like a family. Beautiful.
Wait.
So
Man, this guy who posted about Andy is posting really good stuff because I guess they asked him, in that part where Cooper, Diane, and Gordon are going to the room under the Black Lodge, and Diane's wearing like this pink robe.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they asked him whose bathrobe it is, and David Lynch just said it was Lucy's bathrobe that Diane is wearing as they're going to the rear room and underneath the lodge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I guess it's Lucy's robe. Now we know. I
Um,
didn't know that it was someone else's robe, but now I know. She borrowed it. I hope that Lucy got her robe back. She probably didn't.
Brandon is saying there's some puzzly elements to it, but when you reach a cul-de-sac, it's better to just feel it and put feels over reels. If you don't, you'll get frustrated with your own theories. Absolutely. I 100% agree, being a person that delves way too much into the theory. But that thing about Annie is very interesting.
I know. Makes me wonder if he'll get back into Annie if they do a new season.
Okay, here's the latest tweet. David Lynch on sound in Twin Peaks. Sound is at least 50% of the experience. It's emotion, defines spaces and moods. It's one of the elements, like music, lighting, costumes. Every single thing is critical. A lot of experimentation. It's a fun road to go down. I agree. Yeah. If you ever listen to Twin Peaks, if you ever watch Twin Peaks with headphones on, it's almost like a completely different experience, which I highly recommend.
Or when I saw Eraserhead in theaters on the big screen, the sound was almost like intimidating and like it gave me anxiety, like because it was just so much going on, and because I mean Eraserhead already kind of gives you anxiety, but then the sound on top of it, it's really intense.
And I have a sort of Eraserhead hair going on today.
I love it.
I didn't feel like doing anything with it. I didn't wet it, so it curled up. I just left it, going with sort of the Lynch theme here. Any other things coming through over there?
I haven't yet. It's all kind of stuff I already knew, but let's look again.
I'm searching the hashtag for Twin Peaks. Maybe people are just tagging it with that.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking through.
Nothing on the main thing. Let's see, Kimberly Austin. She has anything? Okay, she hasn't updated in a while anyway. Either, I mean, Anna says she wishes she could see a Lynch film in cinema. I saw recently my first Lynch film in a movie, Blue Velvet, and it was incredible. By my knowledge, that was the first Lynch movie I ever saw, just in general, ever. Although I might have seen Dune when I was younger, but, not really cared because I was a little kid. But Blue Velvet was, I consider Blue Velvet my first, and if you ever get the chance to see any of them, I guess, in theaters, go for it.
Oh, I wish I could see all of them in theaters.
Especially
Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet was great. I definitely want to see Fire Walk with Me in theaters too.
Oh my god, I would die.
I would cry so hard. You got to see.
Oh yeah, it was so good. It wasn't on. I just thought it at a university theater, so it wasn't actually on film. It was just someone projecting from their laptop. So it wasn't as cool as it could have been, but it's still cool to see it, surround sound on a big screen. But I'd love to see like the original reel. That'd be so cool.
Like a 35 reel. That's what I saw Blue Velvet on. All the colors were kind of muted, and the film was definitely aged. It looked like an aged piece of film, but it was still really beautiful.
I
And I realized how long it had been since I had seen an actual film projection. It's just it's so different. You don't even realize like how different it is until like or how much you miss it until you see it again. Because all the movies projected now are just crispy and shiny and HD. But seeing the little like cigarette butt things and like the impurities in the film too is really
I love it.
something special.
I know even when I just saw Groundhog Day a few months ago on the screen on film, it was just such a fun thing. I'm like, wow, this is cool.
Bravo to whoever's like keeping these films intact, because
yes,
so even in 20 years from now, somebody's going to appreciate seeing that. So
it's just like how vinyl came back. I'm sure that I wish that we'd have a cool thing with
film projector
things on film.
Reprints of film.
Yes.
Which I think is possible, maybe.
Yeah. I wish I had more theaters around me that would just show more like old movies on the big screen more often. Because I will always go see, like there's this place by me called the Tower Theater, and sometimes every once in a while they'll have like old showings of old movies, and I'm like, I wish they had a theater that would just do that all the time, because I would just go so much.
I mean, now it's such a novelty. Absolutely. God, no updates yet, so things are gotten quiet.
I wonder if they're winding down.
Possibly. It's already almost been an hour.
True.
Since they started the Q&A. Actually, it's been almost exactly an hour.
Yeah.
So if they don't update again within like the next 10 minutes, we'll wrap it up and say that's one. Oh, really? Yep, I see it.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2.
Okay. All right.
You want me to read one?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. On what made David Lynch laugh while he was filming, he pauses and jokes with the audience. It's really great to get... Wait, no, I gotta get ready. It's really great to be here with you all tonight. Dougie made me laugh for sure. Kyle MacLachlan says, we would have fun with Dougie. David would say, now bite that donut.
That's so good. If anybody else is saying it, it probably wouldn't be as funny, but the fact that it's just David Lynch saying it to Kyle, now bite that donut. David Lynch continues, I liked it when Special Agent Dale Cooper tweaked Sheriff Truman's nose. It's a cute scene.
I love Cooper and Harry.
Yes,
they're such cute friends.
He's somebody. Harry, I definitely felt that presence missing
so much.
The Return. I mean, it was cool just to like get that phone conversation that Frank had with him, but that was pretty much all we got.
It still just left a hole in my heart, just wanting more.
You know, I've said it, Kevin said it, other people have said it, that it feels like a beginning rather than an ending.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's true. And we do get to see these people in a, the Return Part 2 or something. Who knows?
I want it so bad.
It'll be weird if it's called The Return Part 2, but...
yeah.
We won't know anything until after the Emmys, I'm sure.
Yeah. Although then they just went into... Then with the DVD release, it was Twin Peaks Season 3, not The Return anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So... Remember how excited we were when they did that?
Now seeing how they're running the Twitter page and how confusing that is, and how confusing the titles were for the last season, I don't know how much confidence I would put into their whole renaming scheme, and
true.
I don't know if I'll look too much into it anymore.
Yeah, like when it happens, we want to read so much into it, but now we've just been through so much. It's
now I'm very skeptical.
We know what's going on.
All right, so here's a new one from Laura Dern. I'm seeing characters I love, meeting actors I'd never meet or I'd never met, not knowing where it was going to unfold. I remember it like so many outrageous moments working in the worlds he, Lynch, made for us.
I love that she used worlds plural.
Working in the worlds. Oh, God. It's just nice having something in this world.
It is.
It's been almost a year since it premiered. The Return. It's already almost been a year, which is insane.
Man, I just remember so much that premiere day. Do you remember how excited you were when it was premiering? And just
my gut was turning.
I know.
We'll have an anniversary stream and a part 1 and 2 rewatch or watch along. I haven't done a watch along. I've never done a watch along, so we could do a watch along if people are interested to do one maybe on the 21st. I know it's a weird date. Let me see. It's a Monday. So maybe that night we could watch part 1 at least. Do a watch along and try to reignite whatever we had that last time last year. Although it would be very difficult.
Yeah.
You can't unsee it.
I know. Now I'm just trying to think of, remember with part 18, since that's what they went and saw tonight, that whole day leading up to it. And just the anxiety and excitement. Like I was going all day long. I remember I got up early to watch you and Harold. And
that breakfast stream is still there.
That breakfast stream, and then you and Cameron. And at that point, because we were friendly, so we were texting each other during it.
We were friendly.
Yeah, we were just becoming friends. Well.
Oh, new tweet. David Lynch, I'm bringing Twin Peaks back. For a long time, no itch. But at the same time, there was a thing in Fire Walk with Me where Laura is in her bed and she's visited by Annie. It says 1 of 2. And I haven't posted the second part yet.
I
know. Oh my God. So this Annie thing is really picking up steam.
Oh man, I bet Cameron's gonna freak out.
Oh my gosh. So funny. For a long time, no itch, but at the same time, there's a thing in Fire Walk with Me where Laura is in her bed and she's visited by Annie. And this was the thing that made him want to do The Return.
Oh, here we go. Want me to read it?
Go ahead.
David Lynch continues, Annie says, I'm in the Black Lodge with the good Dale. Write that in your diary. That little bit right there held a string of dreams. This is so cool.
I feel like he's alluding to something, but again, I don't want to look too far into it. But that is interesting. Very interesting.
I love that he's finally like talking about Annie. Because she didn't get anything in The Return.
It's a character a lot of people said that David Lynch didn't really care about.
Yeah. But then she's the reason he went back.
So, and also we got no Annie in The Return, but this is also the reason he decided to come back and do it. Huh. And his wording is very interesting because he says, David Lynch continues, Annie, I am in the Black Lodge with the good Dale. Write that in your diary. That little bit right there held a string of dreams. So, is the return in Annie's dream? Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. What if we're just all in Annie's head?
We live inside a dream. Maybe you meant that quite literally. We're living inside Annie's dream. Maybe there was
We're
some
inside
kind of...
Annie's coma dream.
I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Maybe Carrie Page was put into a world inside. No, inside Annie's coma dream.
Keep going.
What if there's this world built? Judy built this world inside Annie's comatose brain, and that's where she picked up Carrie Page and put her inside.
It's all being
Annie's
dictated
dream.
by like, you know, the dream world. It's all Judy could be just like, you know, a monster you have in your dream. It's the monster of all monsters. Carrie Page, it's like literally like a page. Like, put that in your diary.
Put that in your diary.
Like,
we haven't done this theorizing in a long time.
He's talking about like writing it on a page. Put it on a page. Like, it's just like
on a page. Write that in your diary.
I'm gonna make a Carrie Page. Like, it's just there's a lot of tangential stuff. You don't want to go too crazy with it because you know you'll drive yourself crazy, and then you'll start going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Jason is saying, "How's Annie? How's Annie? How's Annie?" I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right, here's a new one. On what would be inside if their faces swung up like Laura Palmer. David Lynch says total light. Kyle says a bottle of wonderful Bordeaux. And Laura Dern says, given that the world we're all sharing right now, I think it would be the world that he wants us to see. Huh.
I don't know if she understood the question.
Yeah. Given the world we are all sharing right now, I think it would be the world he wants us to see.
Or she thinks inside of her face would be a David Lynch world.
Maybe. I feel like she's talking as Diane instead of Laura. I'm not sure. But Kyle's is funny.
I like Kyle.
I still haven't watched the finale of Portlandia, which I'm going to just go through the whole season and marathon it when it comes out. I don't know if it hit Netflix yet, but I was watching a live stream he did with Carrie Brownstein about how they're going to miss shooting it and how going to Portland was kind of his like summer vacation, going to shoot the show. And now it's over.
I want to go have summer vacation in Portland.
That would be nice. Last time I went there, it was freezing cold and there was not a soul in sight. So I have a very weird Portland experience.
We should go just you and me and go during a not cold time.
I'd like to go during the fall.
Yes.
And then go to where they filmed Halloween Town.
And then go drive down to where they filmed Goonies.
Oh yes, that would be a good fall trip.
That'd be fun. So Joey, what would be on the inside of your face if it swung open like Laura Palmer?
Huh. Good question. It's you know what, I'm also gonna pose this to the people in the chat. If your face swung open like Sarah and Laura Palmer, what would be inside? Just comment in the chat and let us know. What would mine be? I don't know. Trying to think. What would yours be? Do you have yours set to go?
I'm still trying to think.
That's. I feel like you're supposed to say the first thing that comes to your head.
Mine would be coffee and sunflowers.
Mine was pizza.
Of course. Yes.
That was the first thing that came to my head, so I guess that's the true honest answer.
Mine is
So
just a world of ever-flowing coffee in a valley of sunflowers.
I feel like that's so
inside my
Twin
face.
Peaks appropriate. I mean, if you put two
Yes.
slices of pizza side by side, it could make Twin Peaks, I guess.
That's true. You have the Twin Peak. That's you. Is you have Twin Peak mountain pizzas.
I want that shirt now. I'm gonna make that shirt. I'm gonna make that shirt.
And it
Stand
will
by.
say, "Damn fine," or what should it say? Have a Twin Peaks quote or something.
It's gonna say Twin Pizzas.
Oriented. Twin Pizzas. Yes.
It's gonna be 2 slices of pizza, and then I'll figure out another quote, like a quote to screw around with from Twin Peaks, to put on the bottom or something. Or maybe I'll just call it Twin Pizzas, and then that'll be it. Maybe that'll be the name of the Patreon podcast, because I set up my Patreon page.
I was literally about to say you should start a podcast called that.
And I am going to start a podcast, Twin Peaks podcast, once enough people sign up. I mean, it's going to be based on whatever anybody wants to listen to, but I think I'm going to call it Twin Pizzas now. So if you guys want to listen to Twin Pizzas, if you guys want to get Twin Pizzas, then sign up on Patreon. Only $1 a month. That's all I'm asking. But enough of the plugging. I know nobody wants to hear that. Let's see. Any other updates?
Oh, yeah. I haven't looked in a little bit. I've been excited about what's inside my face.
Pizza and coffee.
Yes. That's us in a nutshell, I feel like.
Yes. Pizza will probably be the death of me. Let's be honest.
Same.
Nothing new.
I'm sure they haven't put anything in Twin Pies. I would love it if they did a new season and Michael Ontkeen would actually come back.
That would be very nice. I hope that will happen.
Here Cameron's excited. Annie lives tonight.
It does. Annie was apparently the cause of the return, the inspiration, the spark that ignited the return. So super interesting, especially doing, Cameron doing his movie that I'm sure a lot of people know about by now that watch this channel. So I'm looking. So this guy, Scott Pendergast, posted a picture of sort of a little bag saying my log has something to tell you. So I'm thinking it's over. I think it's over. It looks like people are leaving. I'm seeing people like sort of walking out with these bags, which I think you could get on Showtime's website. So maybe that 2-part quote was the end. Or not the end, not the 2-part quote, but that whole face thing. But I'm going to give it
a fun question for the end.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a few more minutes. If you guys are still awake, alive in the chat, please let us know what if you were to remove your face, what would be underneath? What would we find? We'll keep refreshing for a few more minutes, and if it seems like they're not updating, if we can't find the updates, then we'll bring this to an end, and everybody can go to bed. So I think the biggest takeaway, the most interesting takeaway, I feel like there were so many more questions asked and answered. Hopefully, we get to hear more about it later. But I think the most interesting thing was that Annie thing for me.
Yeah, same.
That's like sort of a nugget we didn't know yet, or we hadn't heard of yet. So interesting.
Very exciting.
Interesting. Still looking to see if there's anything sort of floating around. Festival of Disruption is updating. Nothing about this though. Let's see. Nothing. I think it's over, but
I think so too.
But it seems like the Twin Peaks account is sort of tweeting on a little bit of a delay. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes. We'll give it 5 more minutes, and if nothing, then we'll call it. And we'll all move on.
How's the chat?
And chat's pretty quiet. Everybody's tired. just trying to hold on to see if they do say anything else. I'm going to do a quick screen share to show you guys some of these tweets.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Thanks for following along during the Twin Peaks event. Looks like it's over. There's a picture of the
I'm glad they actually said
yeah, we're about to
said it was over. So
looking all night.
All right, there you go, guys. It is over.
Fun.
We made it. We got some good nuggets. Night wasn't a total flop.
I wonder who was asking the questions.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't tell. I can't tell who that is. Maybe it's somebody that works. I don't know. Maybe it's a reporter. I don't know.
Maybe.
I do not recognize his face.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying up late with us. Another video coming tomorrow. We're doing trying to do one every day this month. So if you guys have suggestions for another Twin Peaks video you want to do, because topics have been done to death, but if you have any ideas, if you want to talk about anything, please let me know. And maybe Danielle will join me for another video, and we'll discuss.
You're gonna be with me next week.
Yeah, a week and a couple days. A week.
I'm just rounding up, okay?
A week in like 2 days. A week in like 2 days. Or a day. Now, because it's midnight here. But let us know if you guys have any ideas for a future video. And we'll catch up with you guys very soon. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. See you later.